Hello fellow collectors and welcome to Long's Toys. Today we're taking a look at the Back to the Future Delorean time machine from Playmobil. And I have to say this is one I've been excited about since I first saw it at Toy Fair. I just think Playmobil is doing a really good job with these classic pop culture cars. So far we've had the Ecto-1, which has been great. We had the Mystery Machine. Now we're getting the DeLorean. I'd love to see them continue. Give us a Batmobile, give us a Turtle van, A-Team van, Jurassic Park vehicles, whatever else they can get licensing for. They're doing an awesome job. But I'm really excited to check this out. As you can see, you get the DeLorean, you get Marty, you get Doc Brown, you get Einstein, some plutonium, etc., etc. You can also do the flying, where the wheels turn upside down like at the end of the movie. I just think this is really cool. I think this is going to be a lot of fun. Not too much going on the top. The bottom just kind of shows you everything that's included in the set. You do need to provide your own batteries, so you need 2 AAA batteries there for the light up features, as you can see. On this side it just kind of shows Marty. On this side it shows Marty and Doc Brown. And then this just kind of shows all the stuff you can do. You have the wheels turning upside down. You have the flux capacitor with the opening doors. Shows you kind of the inside control panels. Him putting the plutonium in. There's also a 1955 2-pack with Marty at the dance and then Doc Brown from 1955. I've been trying to find this, but I have not been able to find it yet, so my search continues. But at least I have the DeLorean in the meantime, and I think this looks really cool. So without further ado, I'm going to get this open, get all the stickers applied, all put together, and then we're going to take a closer look. Alright, so here's everything fully assembled and stickered up. It actually wasn't too bad. I would say maybe 20 to 30 minutes to fully assemble everything and put all the stickers on. So really not too difficult. First we'll take a look at the figures here. This is Marty McFly. Looks pretty excellent. He has these little wrist clips to make it look like he has his shirt kind of folded up, like the cuff of his shirt over his jean jacket, which is pretty cool. You can see he's got the vest on. He's got standard articulation for a Playmobil figure in that his head can swivel, his arms can move all the way around. I believe the wrists can swivel, yes they can, and then he's got just kind of a 90-degree bend in the waist. But overall he looks pretty cool. Now as far as accessories go, he does have the video camera, which you can see clips around his hand here like this, and then he can hold it up to his eye. I think that's really cool. They did a nice job with that. And that's not stickers. That's all paint. It came exactly like that. So they did a really nice job with that. I really like that. He also has his skateboard, which again is paint, not stickers. And this little piece is here because you wedge it in between his feet. And that's how he stays on. So wheels spin. Pretty cool. Next up we have Doc Emmett Brown. You can see he's got this piece around his waist that you clip this tool belt into. You can unclip that if you want. You can see right there. It just comes off, clips back on. He's got 2 wristwatches, as you can see. And then this collar piece, you can see the radiation suit. I think that's supposed to be like a hood. And then his hair, very receding, as you can see. And he's got all the same articulation as Marty. He can't bend as well because he has this, but if you flip this up or even just take it off, then he can. No problems there. Other accessories that he has, he's got the remote control for the time machine from that iconic scene in the beginning of the movie where he, pilots it remotely with Einstein inside. And that can clip in. Now, there's not a real great way for him to hold it, and he really can't hold it with both hands like he's controlling it, so a little bit of imagination required there. But speaking of Einstein, you can see he's even got the time stopwatch. I couldn't think of the word there for a second. Stopwatch around his neck. The head can move up and down. The tail can actually move up and down as well, but the rest of the dog is one solid piece, so no movement there. But he's painted nicely. I think it's successful. Pretty cool. You also have this, which I'm assuming is another stopwatch, but I honestly can't tell. It's made of a softer rubbery plastic, and because of that, and unfortunately, fuzzballs and stuff really get attracted to it. Now, I'm assuming this is maybe supposed to go around his neck. That's why it can stretch. and it's like another stopwatch to synchronize with Einstein's. I don't know. That's just a guess. I really don't know 100% what it's supposed to be. You would think there would be some kind of printing or a sticker you could put on there to make it look like a stopwatch, but meh. I mean, this thing has a lot of good accessories, so one bum one I'm not really too worried about. So we'll put that off to the side. And then, of course, you've got the case of plutonium. This has a lot of nice stickers. All the yellow is stickers. And then you just open it up. And you can see you got 2 things of plutonium inside. Come on now. And it's just this yellow piece clicked into this translucent orange piece. But you can see that they do go in the back of the time machine, so we'll get to that a little bit later. So there's the extra plutonium. So that's pretty cool. And I think that's it for accessories for the figures. So we'll just go ahead and start checking out the DeLorean here. So just at first glance, I think it looks fantastic. They really nailed the design and the look and the feel of the DeLorean. I mean, it looks great. The shape, the design, just everything about it. They really nailed it. I think they did a great job with this. The wheels spin. They're rubber wheels. You can see all the like light bars. Now, I will say mine is a little bent, and I don't know how that happened. It's not a problem or anything. It doesn't really ruin anything, but it almost looks like it's intentional, but I don't feel like that's true, so I don't know. I guess if you also got one of these and yours was bent, let me know in the comments. If it's just, mine got bent in the box, it's not a big deal. I just found it interesting. You got the sticker on the back with the out of time license plate, which I love. You have these big exhaust vents on the back, which is such an iconic part of the style and the look of the DeLorean, which is really cool. These plastic pieces have stickers. There's not too many stickers in this set, I gotta be honest. The light blue pieces around here have stickers. Stickers around those. Right here on either side of this, there are stickers. Stickers all over the plutonium case, obviously. That's really about it. There's not too many stickers with this set, I gotta be honest. Here's where you can take the plutonium out. You just pop it right out of there, and you can put a different one in if you like. You can turn it if you want. It really doesn't do anything, but you can turn it to simulate how they'd kind of lock it in. And then this piece right here is actually really cool. That comes with a hook, so you can simulate in 1955 when he's out of plutonium and he needs to hit the wire frame for the lightning at the clock tower. So that's really cool. I love that accessory. I think that's pretty neat. It just loosely rests in there, but it doesn't really feel like it's gonna, it doesn't click in or anything like that, but it doesn't really feel like it's gonna fall out either, so pretty cool. So yeah, let's go ahead, let's get into the inside of the DeLorean. The doors open as you would expect, and everything inside here is not stickers. So like that came, maybe it is a sticker, but it was pre-applied. I think that's paint there for the flux capacitor. You do have to clip in, and I'll open this side too just a little bit, let a little bit more light in here. That's a time circuit. You have to push that piece in there. Steering wheel, that comes pre-attached. And then on this side, maybe you can see a little bit better, the time circuits. You can kind of see it. It's a little difficult. Yeah, that's the white balance is going to get weird on me, but sorry, that's really not working out. But anyway, that's all printed on there. You don't have to apply stickers to that, because that would be kind of a nightmare trying to get into that little area and put stickers on. So they took care of that for you, which I appreciate. Whenever you have the doors both up like this, it makes me think of that car from Mask, if anyone remembers Mask. So anyway, I'm going to close these back up. But yeah, that's really cool. Also, you have the ability to bring the wheels in and how this works. It's actually really cool. So there's little tabs right here that you lift up, and then it'll allow you to move the wheel. And then you just click it back down, and then you just repeat that for all 4. And there you go. You have the flying DeLorean look. And then when you want to push it back up, you don't have to release anything. You just push them back up. And then they'll click back into place. And then to do it again, you'd have to release it. So just go ahead, push these back in, and they'll click in. It's a really simple way to do it. I think it's smart and it's easy, which is fun. So very cool. But the coolest part of all, if you come under here, you can see you do have to put two AA batteries in here. You can see the screw. And this whole piece actually comes out. So you can take it out if you, for whatever reason, maybe once you put it in it stays, but you can see that there's a little clasp right there, and this whole unit module comes separately. But you just unscrew right here if you need to change the batteries, and then you hit this button right here. So let's hit the button. And you can see you get lights. And the cool part is, even lights up the flux capacitor inside. Gotta love that. So the lights will kind of blink around for a while, and then they'll eventually go solid, as you can see there. And I'm assuming that's when you hit 88 miles per hour, and then boom, you time travel. I think they do eventually go out. I'll give it a second to see if they actually turn off. There we go. So they do eventually go out, but I think you can, if you press them on and you want to turn them back off, you can hit it again. So you can kind of cycle. So like if it's, you hit it once for alternating and it will eventually go to solid, but if you hit it again quick, it'll go to solid, and then one more time they turn off. So if you want to get right to solid lights, or if you want to turn it right back off again, you can just keep cycling through. But if you hit it once, it'll eventually go through everything. So that's pretty cool. All right, let's go ahead and get a figure in here. So if we open this up, and we want to put Marty in. Now the way these work, whenever they have steering wheels, the bottom of the steering wheel is kind of cut away, as you can see. Maybe you can't see, but yeah, you can see right here how there's a space there. And that's so that the figure's feet can get in there. So pops in pretty easily, not too much difficulty there. Let me zoom back out and then go ahead, close it up. You can see Marty cruising around in there. Looks pretty good. Now if we come around to the other side, if you want to kind of recreate from the movie, you know, he kind of threw like his skateboard in here and the video camera. So you could kind of put that stuff in the passenger seat. Or if you just want Einie to cruise around, if you want to create that kind of beginning scene from the movie where he's in there by himself, you could take Marty out. He doesn't really fit in here like 100%, but between the two seats, you could fit him in no problem. And then if you want like both Marty and Doc to sit in here, and like I said, you kind of have to move this. Come on now. There you go. So they'll both fit in there if you want them to. Although I don't think there's a time in the movie where they both ride in the car. Actually, maybe at the very end when he's taking them back home, when everything's all over with. It's like the only time I can think. Well, of course, then at the very end when Jennifer's in there and they fly off to the future. But most of the time, it's just Marty in the car. The one thing that I have to complain about this, I really love everything about this. I really wish the hood of the car opened. If you guys are familiar with DeLoreans, because the engine was in the back, like an old VW Bug, this was actually the trunk. So you'll see in the beginning of the movie, Doc opens the hood and he puts his luggage in. I would love it if this toy had this open so you could put the plutonium and a few of the other random accessories in there. I think that would have been a really nice touch if there was a little bit of storage in the hood. Not a big deal, not a deal breaker. I also just feel like there's not really much going on, like it's probably hollow in there, because the wheel mechanism is so completely contained on its own right here that there's not an axle or anything. So I don't really feel like anything's going on in there. I guess they just figured to put a hinge in here, maybe it would take away from the look or something like that. It would look a little goofy, and ultimately maybe this was the better route to go because it looks fantastic. I mean, they really nailed the look of it. But if that could open up and you could store just a couple of these accessories in the hood of the car, I think that would have been really, really neat. But overall, I think they really nailed it as far as all the play patterns, all the accessories, everything that comes with it, the lights and sounds, the look, the figures, just really everything you could want. I think they absolutely crushed it. I really want to try and find that 1955 pack. I kind of just hope they do more stuff. I mean, they should make the train next. I'd be down. I'll get the train. Do some Wild West stuff. But yeah, I think they really did a great job with this. I really. The only thing that I don't really know what this thing's supposed to be. I think it's a stopwatch, but I don't need it. I mean, I just pretend it didn't happen. All of these accessories are so very cool, and I definitely, if you're a Back to the Future fan, I recommend picking this up because I think Playmobil really crushed it. And even if you don't care about Playmobil at all, you could just get rid of all this stuff and just play with the car or display the car because it just looks really good. But yeah, that's going to do it for this one. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. And as always, thanks so much for watching.